All right, look. This is Joshua 22:22. The Lord God of gods, the Lord God of gods, he knoweth, and Israel he shall know. And if it be in rebellion, or if transgression against the Lord, save us not this day. We have built us an altar to turn from following the Lord, or if it's offer thereon burnt offerings or meat offering, or if it's to offer peace offerings thereon. Let the Lord himself require it. And if we have not rather done it for fear of this thing, saying, in time to come your children might speak unto our children, saying, What have ye to do with the Lord God of Israel? For the Lord God made Jordan a border between us and you, ye children of Reuben and children of Gad. Ye have no part in the Lord. So shall your children make our children cease from fearing the Lord. Therefore we said, Let us now prepare to build us an altar, not for burnt offering, not for sacrifice, but that it may be a witness between us and you and our generations after us, like now, that we might do the service of the Lord before him with our burnt offerings and our sacrifices and with our peace offerings, that your children may not say to our children in time to come, Ye have no part in the Lord. Therefore we, that it shall be when they shall say unto us in our generations in a time to come, that we may say again, Behold the pattern of the altar of the Lord, which our fathers made, not for burnt offerings, nor for sacrifice, but a witness between us and you. God forbid that we should rebel against the Lord. Turn this day from following the Lord, to build an altar for burnt offerings, for meat offerings, for sacrifices, beside the altar of the Lord God that is before his tabernacle. And when Phinehas the priest and the princes of the congregations, the heads of the thousands of Israel which were with him, heard the words of the children of Reuben, the children of Gad, and the children of Manasseh, spake it pleased them. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar said to the priest of the children of Reuben and the children of the Gad and the children of Manasseh, This day we perceive that the Lord is among us, because ye have not committed this trespass against the Lord. Now ye have delivered the children of Israel out the hand of the Lord. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, and the princes returned from the children of Reuben, from the children of Gad, and out the land of Gilead unto the land of Canaan, and the children of Israel, and brought them word again. And the things pleased the children of Israel, and the children of Israel blessed God, and did not intend to go up against them in battle and destroy the land where the children of Reuben and Gad dwelt. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad called the altar Ed, for it shall be witness between us that the Lord is God. Okay, so something I figured, or I found this rock with the cross on it, and this thing kind of popped into my head right here. Let's look at a cross. And it says the pattern. It's the pattern. Okay, here's a cross picture. Look, there's a cross, okay? Now watch this. Now look at this. This totem pole here. Look. Especially this one. Let's look at it again. Right. Look. Let's look at it again. Let's look at that again. Okay? See, let's look this up now. Man, this Lord of spirits. Isaiah 11. Okay? It's definitely in Numbers and Deuteronomy that the Lord of spirits, okay? In Joshua 22, it said, the Lord God is God. You know what I'm saying? It is God of gods, as well as the Lord God. And he's also the Lord of spirits. So it's like, if the totem pole is it's based on these spirits, but the spirits themselves are not gods. They're spirits that are all in subjection to God, or the Great Spirit, which is just, it's in Numbers, in that name, that usage. So after I found that rock with the cross on it, like, I got this kind of like picture in my mind, and then the pattern, see, and once again, it's like, there's the thing called the tabernacle was a tent, and like, I've even seen that it's kind of like set up, like the camps are set up in this kind of, each tribe has its own gate, and in the middle is the Ark of the Covenant, whatever, you know. Look, I'll put some little angel wings on there. And in these areas is Levite territory. So in that, you know, you got that cross shape in there, and it's a pattern. And also, if you look at the Indians, when they build their religious tents or temporary dwellings, there's the tabernacle in the tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? Look, there's the tabernacle in the Old Testament that people, it says in Jeremiah even, it says they will bear no remembrance of the tabernacle, or something to that effect. But I go up north to the reservation, and basically they got these freaking, my Aunt Aggie had a freaking, basically it sounds a lot, or it looked like what the tabernacle sounded like, except there was no ark in it. You know what I'm saying? It's basically a building built. It's got a bunch of posts in it. And it even says that God will make you a pillar post in his tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? There are a bunch of things set up, and they build a roof. And then each tribe is supposed to bring these little curtains they put on it. And then the priests are inside of it when they assemble it. So I'm just saying, there's overlay again, and once again, it's always, you got to remember, every book that I've read about Indian history, they mention the Jesuits in it, and how they were just mischief makers and deceivers. So who translated the Indian stuff into English was Jesuits. So that's why you hear magic. That's why you hear spirit worship, because they were basically like, you know, the translators were translated in such a way to make it sound like totally freaking pagan, while them themselves are pagan alchemy, like worshippers, devil worshippers, basically, these Jesuits, humanists, and all these other scientismist philosophies and spiritist philosophies. So it's everything that you get is coming from the Jesuits, which is a sect of the Catholics. And another thing, like, someone was kind of like telling me how many gay Indians there are, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why in the heck is that? Well, then I remembered how many Catholics I've met throughout my life who have been molested as children by the Catholic Church. And then I remembered the Catholics made these boarding schools on the reservations. So I imagine they probably were raping the Indian kids. So they open these spiritual doors of molestation, and it comes straight up from that comes straight up from them. And it's like, seriously, you could find this spirit in a lot of freaking places, man. It's like, so I'm not making that up. And yeah, there's the Canada case where they ate a bunch of Indian kids from a boarding school in Canada. I mean, those are basically my cousins. Even though, my tribe's over here in Michigan, we're related to the tribes in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they really did the totem poles at. So, but look, different Indian nations copied and borrowed customs from other tribes when they intermarried. And yeah, I know. That's what I said. Look, and when they intermarried, they traded customs. And sometimes, so look, and then you also got the Jesuits teaching the Indians the white man's ways, but it really wasn't, the mainstream ideology. It was all deception, man, and trickery.